Hello guys, I'm back again in this channel. So we're here to talk about protein synthesis. As I promised you guys that I'll be posting videos, so just to help you. Uh, so let's get to it. So now we look at the protein synthesis. What is okay? There's some things that you need to know before you write your exams. That's what is protein synthesis, and the two things, that is transcription and translation. I think you know that. So on these two, transcription and translation, you need to know where does transcription takes place, and also where does the translation takes place. You see? Yep. So now we are ready. Let's get to the business for the day. So protein synthesis is the process by which proteins are made in each cell of an organism to form enzymes, hormones, and new structures for cells. On how? Through this process that is being illustrated here on this charts. You see? So one thing we need to know, because we're starting here on the transcription, you see. So on the transcription, we have to know that it takes place in the nucleus, okay, whereby the mRNA is formed where? On the transcription, and then it moves on the clear pole, because it takes place where? On the nucleus, and then it's moved, and then it gets attached to what is called ribosomes. Ribosomes, that is where it's a that is where translation is being formed. You see, I mean, that is where translation is located at. So you have to know all those differences. So transcription is in the nucleus, and then translation is on the ribosomes. You should never forget this. So once you know that, you are clearly enough to know what are the differences between these. Once you know the differences between these, you'll get to the point of where you can cram all this. So let's take to transcription process of what happens first. As you can see on the charts, chapter 1, it says the DNA does what? Unwinds and splits. And how does it split? So as you look at the picture, you see it was its form of, in the shape of double helix structure. This how it looks like, the DNA double helix structure. And whenever they ask you about the DNA structure, you have to know that it is double helix structure. So now guys, of what happens next, one DNA strand acts as a template forming mRNA. As I told you guys, that's in this process, transcription, it is where the formation of mRNA takes place here in the nucleus on the process called transcription. And then of what happens next there, nucleotides arrange to form mRNA according to the DNA template. As you know, this is transcription. So I told you that also the mRNA leaves the nucleus through nuclear pores. You have to highlight those words. Okay. Now it takes place when a mRNA in the cytoplasm attaches to the ribosomes. Which process is being found there on the ribosomes? It is called translation. Okay, yes. So let's get to translation. As you can see that the mRNA is attached there to the ribosomes. moving from the nucleus to the ribosomes. Okay, of what happens, it is that translation takes place in where? On the cytoplasm, on the ribosomes. That is where it is located. So each tRNA brings a specific amino acid to the mRNA. This is called translation. I think you can see it clear enough here. As you can see, guys, it brings something new on these codons. Okay, through the process called translation. Then the amino acids here, these amino acids, as they are linking together, they form the peptide bond. That's what you need to know, guys, on this chapter, protein synthesis. Maybe I'll see you again because we're done with this. It's just a short video for the day, just for you guys to study. Thank you. Subscribe on the channel, don't forget that.